Hello everybody, welcome back to the PCAF. I'm your host Preston. This is going to be a good one today. As you can see by the title, I'm sending the Rubicon 392 off to American Expedition Vehicles in Wixom, Michigan, sort of right in my backyard. So basically in this video, I'm going to sort of answer the question for those that don't know, what is exactly American Expedition Vehicles? Well, what do they do to your Ram or your Wrangler when you send it off to them? Sort of the order and build process of sending a vehicle to them, sort of as a turnkey, not quite manufacturer, but premium upfitter for Jeep and Ram products. So let's get into it. What is so great about AEV is that what they do is they basically build from the already amazing capability that the Jeep comes with from the factory. We all know about the fantastic, water fording capability, rock crawling, mudding, but also you have that dual purpose on road. And that's what's so impressive about AEV is that they keep that dual purpose. They really emphasize that dual purpose. And if you ever listen to the founder of AEV, Dave Harrington, speak about this, he really emphasized, as you can see the Jeeps, off-roading here in the background, but they really want to allow you to have that dual purpose capability so you can drive this thing to the office every day, then you can go to the trails on the weekend. That's the point. You don't sacrifice that comfort with the capability, and that's very, very important. So basically what I'm going to walk you through is sort of my build for the JL, and the package is called JL 370. We can sort of look together what those options are on that particular package. Let's go ahead and build it. So basically from the offset, you have sort of two offerings. You have your JL 350 and JL 370. 370 basically gives you a bespoke suspension system versus just sort of a spacer lift. You can see that right here. So a little bit cheaper. I think you get a lot more value out of the 370 personally because you get a full bespoke system that's done by AEV, and it's calibrated through their what's called their ProCal module. My brother actually spoke about this in the video that we did together, is that it calibrates the ECU to sort of trick the vehicle, telling the vehicle that it's riding on stock ride height, when in fact it has 37-inch all-terrains or mud terrains on it. So it's not, the system's not flashing, there's no warranty issues, etc. So you keep your Jeep factory warranty when you use this package. And it basically just improves the incredible Wrangler capability, but makes it even that much more capable, both off-road and on-road. And in my opinion, in my experience, putting many hundreds of thousands of miles between 5 different AEV vehicles, they ride better than stock, they handle better than stock, and they're just much more livable day to day, at least comfort wise. And I've taken them doing some light to moderate off-roading on them, and they're just as capable off-road as they are on, in my view. So this is the JL 370 pack, and you can see sort of what it comes with. As you can see here, this is the module I was just talking about that sort of works in tandem with the ECU. Gives you this out the box OE type of feel. You get that suspension system, and that gives you a lot of cool touches. You get off-road lights, you get a winch. All very premium, extremely well done touches. They brand the vehicle for you, stitches on the seat, skid plate. So you can see it's not just a dressed up mall crawler. You do have a lot of cool touches, obviously, to look at, but you do have that capability with that suspension system. You get the 37-inch tires and all these great things that real enthusiasts are looking for. And it is a comprehensive package, unlike, and nothing against people that do sort of piecemeal builds. I have a lot of respect for those people. I'm just not one. I don't know what the hell I'm doing, so I like to turn to a company like AEV to very comprehensive premium package for me. And that is another great thing about going to AEV, is everything sort of comes together as a package. Everything works. It feels premium OE over stock. It's just the way to go, and you get great value out on the other end too if you're ever looking to sell your Jeep, rather than going piecemeal. So those are sort of the main reasons I like AEV above and beyond what the package offers you day to day in owning the vehicle. So let me talk to you a little bit about sort of the options I went with for this particular 392 AEV build. Sort of the first thing, it's Zenith Silver is the color I went with. That might not be very well reflected on the configurator here. Think classic Jeep silver. So I got the rear splash guards. You could not get the snorkel with the 392. And I actually visited the factory the other day, and the gentleman told me because of the new tricky intake and the breathability of the 392 V8, they did not have a snorkel offering yet on the 392 Rubicon. He told me that they were in development, and he would let me know I could possibly add it later if I want. But for now, I do not have that on there. I have the fuel caddy. This is kind of a cool look, and it gives you that, extra fuel capability, which you definitely need with the 392. Got the light grill kit. This is pretty cool. I didn't get the high flare kit. I'm wondering if they're going to contact me whether I should add that on, but I did get the 37-inch tires, but apparently they do fit. They fit in well with the suspension system. You don't necessarily need to go for this, so I didn't. Again, here's another version of their snorkel. You can see the pre-filter on the top there. Not available for 392, but I got this. But you can see that they also contract with other premium companies that are well recognized in the Jeep and off-road space generally, like Baja Designs, for example. So you have the backup light that you can get. I went with that. They relocate the trail camera too. So if you have the front camera option from factory, AEV will relocate the front camera for you. So you can see that there. And I also went with an amber light bar, which I think will look really cool, giving you that front visibility. I did not do anything on the inside. This stuff is really, really cool. The option that, the fact that AEV gives you the option of doing upgraded leather. So they have a premium offering here, and you can see actually they have what's called an F1 leather upgrade, and I think we all know what with F1 where that derives from, right? It's obviously the Ferrari Daytona seat, sort of that design, which is really cool. And they can do it in tan or black, so you can match it to your Ferrari 48 if you wish. We got into the wheels and tires. I went with the Bora dual sport wheel, and what that dual sport means is you can run a true bead lock, or you can run what's basically called a protection ring. So it's pre-equipped to run the full bead lock if you wish. I did not go with the bead lock just for on-road use, but I could always switch it to a full bead lock should I take the vehicle in extreme off-road environments and I want that extra feature. So basically what you do is you just select the protection ring here, so you can see it's sort of pre-drilled to run the bead lock, so you can always snap it on if you want. So I did the protection ring here, and I actually went with, this might be controversial, but I did go with the all-terrains this time just because, I talked about in my video reviewing my Jeep about just how sort of loud and irritating the mud terrains can get on a daily basis. They are still a pretty good dual-purpose tire, the mud terrain, but I think with the 392 and sort of how I'm foreseeing the wear and the tread pattern, and not to take away too much from the performance, I want to have the all-terrain. I think this time I can always swap them. They're just tires. But for now, I'm going to go with the all-terrain, give that a shot. I had it in my 5.7, and I liked it quite a bit. Also, this is a great option too from AEV. From factory, Jeep, the hardtops have the ugly white sort of hard top here. AEV paints it sort of a blackish gray color, which looks great. It really, the white from factory really cheapens the interior look, especially in the 392. They don't give you an extra option from factory, or an alternative rather. So it's nice that AEV does that for you, and it sort of, I think, closes the vehicle off nice and cleanly, as it should from factory. Ignore that. Also did the painted dash panels, and these are going to be 392 bronze, believe it or not. They allow you to do a custom color. So I put in sort of a special request, special wish from AEV, and they're going to match these dash panels to the 392 bronze accent that Jeep offers from factory, which is pretty cool. And that also will tie in with the wheels. So those Bora dual sport wheels that I just showed you. Let's go ahead and go back. There's the Bora dual sport wheel. That will be bronze. That will be the 392 bronze. Will match the interior accent. So I think it's going to come together very nicely with that sort of silver exterior paint contrast with the bronze accents. They will look great. And this is an insane option. I mean, yeah, you're seeing this right. They do a custom paint color. So if you have, I'm a big Porsche guy. Let's say you have a Gulf Orange GT2 RS. They will match it. Just basically provide them with a sample. They have a full fully rigged out custom paint booth at their facility in Wixom, Michigan. They'll paint the Jeep whatever color you want. It's absolutely amazing. Just with a small sample. Diff covers. And this is also very important. So this is a new option for 2022 actually, is the new Bilstein shock upgrade. So they have sort of a helper spring that you'll see here up in the front. You can kind of see it there. Suspension system that AEV offers is a premium Bilstein system. So that comes with the package. So, and they add this extra helping spring here at the front. It's going to really improve both on-road and off-road capability and comfort as well. So I think this is going to ride a lot better than the current JL that I have with this sort of new spring on here. And I'm looking forward to test driving one of their Jeeps with that unit on there. I'll probably do that in the interim before I take delivery of the 392 after it's completed at AEV. I'll hopefully talk to somebody there and hopefully get in the driver's seat one of those, maybe do a video on it. Going back to what I was talking about earlier in the video, I think as a comprehensive package where you're able to keep your factory warranty while retaining, I guess you could call it your investment value, I think that American Expedition Vehicles is second to none in the market, what they offer. I think if you were to try to put a comparable Jeep together piecemeal, ordering parts that necessarily you're trying to do some mix and matching, I don't know if you're going to see that value on the other end if you're going to look to trade. But I mean, obviously, to each their own. You do whatever you want. You can build your Jeep and sit it in your living room for all I would care. That's up to the individual's choice. But I think for value, I think American Expedition Vehicles is really up there, and I can't really think of a comparable alternative for the comprehensiveness that they give you in their package. And I think personally, I think for 15.6 starting, I did add a lot of extra options on. Some of them maybe more for aesthetic than actual use. Although I think this is going to definitely see some dunes and some trails and so on as I've used the other ones and in the past. But I think for what you get, I think AEV offers something very strong in the market. I think it's worth taking a look at if you're a serious Jeep or off-road enthusiast. So this is sort of the comprehensive build for the AEV 392. After the 392 is built, it should take about 40 days from there. So hopefully April, May is the timing that we're thinking right now. So hope this is somewhat interesting. You should definitely check out American Expedition Vehicles, their website. Check them out, and if you're looking to get one yourself, you can order one brand new through Cross Jeep in Louisville, Kentucky. That's who I deal with, and they're fantastic. I want to give a shout out to Joel there, as my sales guy, and all the folks on staff there. They're fantastic, and they keep you updated. They work hand in hand with you on putting the build together. So they were great. So very much looking forward to this AEV 392. It's going to be really, really exciting. And thank you for tuning in. Can't wait to make many videos on it to come. Thanks a lot. We'll see you on the next one.